games that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Golden Gophers and the Tulsa Golden Hurricanes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
The Golden Gophers head coach told me before the game. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The delay of game pushes the offense back.
Let's go.
The give to Davis. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Right back to it. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Alford. Look out! Find some time. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Now, on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open. No problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. All right, guys, let's take a big view of Tulsa. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They'll run him again. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop, you move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Third and 6 yards to go. Sets his feet. It's Alford. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
On the return. And there he goes. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Play action on first down. Buying a little time to his left. Unleashes one. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Bring him down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go. He did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Here comes the Golden Hurricane offense, ready to get this drive underway. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They were all over it. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. They're all over it. Right side, it's Smith. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give is to Smith. pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Press center downs going to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And the Golden Gophers in a good spot here with second and short. The run inside. It's Smith. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the ground, he's got it again. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
The Golden Gophers will have it first and 10. Follows his blocks. It's Lindsey. Knocked down immediately. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with second and 13. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. Very fortunate that wasn't a pick in the end zone.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense that can actually catch.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tulsa will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. They'll ride Davis here. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Tulsa.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Tulsa wasting no time.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
And that's a live ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you always worry about turnovers in the first game, and for this young man, he's got to be able to turn the page. I know that was his first carry of the year. He puts it on the ground. That's the nightmare scenario. But you got to be able to wash that and flush it out. You got to be able to play the next play.
The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give to the left. Shakes off the defender. Got room at the 35. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Deep in the end zone, it's Wells. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Turns into the pile. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Just hand hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Snap on first down, wants to throw. In the backfield, it's Smith. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And the Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll need a bunch on second down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a grab. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the 4th down.
They booted away on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Sees a crease. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The give to Davis. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Alford. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown, Tulsa. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The extra point here would tie the game. Puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off play action on 1st down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quick give. It's Smith. He'll find a little bit of running room there. It'll be 3rd down as the clock runs before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Might as well run him again. They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 7 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Orange coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 2nd half. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. There he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
The Golden Gophers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Drops back on first down. Still looking. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Second down, gonna throw it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. Looks it in. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to take the lead on this drive. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Push is ahead. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
On the run, it's Haynes. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Looking to throw, it's Alford. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Past the 40. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Wants to go up top on second down. Escapes the pressure going right. Turning it on. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Hey, this offense is trying to stay aggressive. They want to blow this game open and take the lead. They're not going to settle for a field goal there, and that's why that last third down was critical, that they were able to pick that up, keep the offense on the field, and think about 6 points.
Tulsa picked up that last first down through the air. Let's see if they go right back to it. To the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll ride him again. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Alford. Throws for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Quarterback decides, let's think this 4th down play over, and he calls a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
The Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the middle. Comes down, it's Straka. Down he goes.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
Plows his way ahead. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One final quarter to play, and a W in the win column at stake as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Right back to the well. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Straka. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Caught behind the line. It's Cook. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Wants to pass. Fires immediately. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smith. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
2nd down to the air. Out wide right, it's long. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Right at the line. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Golden Hurricane offense ready to get this drive underway. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Keep it on the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Moves to his right. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And as quarterbacks, you've got to be aware of secondary pressure. You've got to know when these free safeties, they start creeping towards the line of scrimmage, that they might get involved. You've got to have an answer for it, and QB didn't have one that time.
Moves the pocket. It's Alford. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. He's got it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snapped on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. What a big opportunity here. They get the ball back in plus territory after the defense stops them on downs, and they're holding on to a slim lead. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Second and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. They want a little extra time to think over this third and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Third down upcoming for the offense after the incomplete pass. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lets one fly deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to pass. It's Alford. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw one first. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. He's looking to throw. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Back to pass on second down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Oh, he's got some space.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Tulsa will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Just feeds the running back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Tulsa checking to see what's in the playbook for third and forever. They'll ride Davis here. Got a little grass. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.